India, Professor of Anesthesiology at Ashram Medical College, Eluru. My one question to my dear friend, Mulli Tandavavi sir, and one, my favorite ma'am, Padmaja ma'am. Tandavavi sir, have you heard of Ikigai? That is a Japanese thing. You know the purpose of living, why you jump out of bed because a new day has come. So that should be our life's motto. That means with that freshness you should come and say that yes, I got one more day to live and do something which gives me happiness and sense of achievement. But my query is achievement, life, everything is ephemeral. Ephemeral means very short-lived. Why we are struggling so hard to achieve so-called happiness? Could you explain, sir?
Sir, I would just like to kind of mention Bhagavad Gita here. I'm sure there are multiple WhatsApp forwards that we are getting on a day-to-day basis, but we need to just sit down and think about why Lord Krishna took 18 chapters to explain something so simple, which you have asked right now, to Arjuna. So I think I would just probably point everybody towards that rather than trying to answer the question, because I think time is a little bit...
Your flight time is also...
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My next question to Dr. Padma Durga ma'am. Very short question. Ma'am, DCI is the most feared thing. Delayed ischemia. Cerebral ischemia. So, the treatment is induced hypertension and euvolemia. Now the question is, very purpose you want to avoid aneurysm burst is to avoid these two things. You are going for that. My next question is, we used to do open craniotomy to reach an aneurysm. Now that thing is gone. With a minimal invasive thing, you pass a catheter, you block it, you put a stent so that adequate blood is not going to that so-called aneurysm. It gets shrunk. Now, could you explain these two, ma'am? How do you achieve DCI by giving induced hypertension at the same time not rupturing the aneurysm?
I think what I've been trying to emphasize in the last 15 minutes is the inducing hypertension or opening up the vessel is not the only answer to the delayed cerebral ischemia. Delayed cerebral ischemia has got several components beyond just narrowing of the vessel.
Yes, I agree.
So earlier we used to think that identifying vasospasm and managing the vasospasm is the answer to delayed cerebral ischemia. So now it's much more than that at the molecular level. So by increasing the pressure, probably we are driving the blood across the vessel. But then that doesn't guarantee that we are going to oxygenate the tissue, and even if we send oxygen to the tissue, it doesn't guarantee that the neuron is going to metabolize, the metabolism is intact. So there are a lot of things that we understand now beyond just pushing the blood across the vessel. And again, like coming to this balance between hypertension and the rupture. So the hypertension is what is advocated after securing the aneurysm, whether surgically or endovascularly. So only after that we advocate this change in the pressure. Again, the pressure is not like earlier. We used to emphasize on keeping the pressures higher, and I think even I have done that for a very long time. Now it's not like that. You need to see whether the patient really requires this pressure to oxygenate the tissue. So we need to basically look at the downstream oxygenation rather than just the pressures here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And Mulli Tandavavi sir, bon voyage, sir. Safe journey.
Any postgraduates,